rise from their exploits and grow. In the spotlight they belong. Wbel stands strong.
Alright, welcome back to week 7 of the Enthusiast division. We are back in it and trying to see who's going to make it to playoffs. Crash, you're still first, just like last week. Just one month sooner to end of service. But other than that,
Yeah,
you might beat the on your way to the official champion of the Enthusiast division.
I mean, it would be great to win the last tournament of the game.
Exactly.
That'd be.
But looking at the lineup, we got you versus Aloha today, so that's going to be a big match. We have, you up with, 7 points. We got Aloha looking like he's also got that extra point, but, looking to maybe dethrone you potentially. If he gets the extra 10th point, I don't know if you are going to be getting it this week, but let's say you're not, then maybe he has a chance. No, actually, he has no chance even if he wins. Damn, that's unfortunate.
I did get my 10th point this week, or I
You
should
did?
have at least. So.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. So then I would, poor Mr. Aloha, but he'll be working on trying to retain his second place, which I'd say, win or lose, he probably has a good favorability to get into the playoffs. And looking at everyone else, it's really close. I'm barely a smidge ahead against Unhindered, with just some differentials here, and along with Maraxus and Ginger, and Degen's out right now, and he has the same record. So this is this is a very, very tight group here.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that we are officially in the end game of these exhibition matches. This week and next is going to decide a lot.
Yes, it will. So let's get into that match between you two and see what goes on. All right, looking into this match now, we got you versus Aloha. Looking at kind of the usage rate, I know actually Mr. Aloha has used Fang in his second match, so I think that's slightly inaccurate here, but looking at that, he has not gotten the full 10, and I believe, as you said, you did not have your full 10 going into this. So if I had to guess who you're going to use, I'm betting you're going to be using a Spear team, because you haven't used those two yet.
They were recent additions for that week. Just changed my roster for those.
Okay, you did change your roster for those. So you either have, so if you made it a new edition, that means you had either of you. I think you did use Odoa, didn't you, or was that a different person?
I'd used her last week. This has not been updated, yeah.
Okay. So then basically, I know you are about to get 10 units used, so I'm gonna take a guess. You either used 2P or you used some sort of Spear team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna guess, I don't know what you did use, but I'm just gonna take a guess you went with a Spear team. So then that would mean Shadow Lynx, Gurn's back, and then maybe Phoebe for some sort of quicken shenanigans. But if I had to guess for Aloha, I guess he could be doing some sort of evade, yeah, if he needs to get his points in. I could see that with Ildira, Sweetheart, and Venera Fennis. Yeah, that could work. They're both Dagger group, so I could see him potentially doing that, and then maybe bringing Galzak to really speed them up. Yeah, I guess technically you can't really guess on this because it was your match. So
I think I went through the same thought process. I did not know that the data was wrong and he hadn't used Fang there, so I thought that was a possibility. Mm-hmm. But I was expecting that evade could be a possibility as well, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, let's see what was the choices between you two. Alright, well, I bet on the Spear team and I was wrong, so you did go with 2P. So you got a fist comp, and actually Aloha went with something I did not expect. I mean, I got the Galzak, but yeah, this is interesting because I feel like he's not gonna have the accuracy. Does
Kilfei has 100% hit.
she does? Yeah, she knows she has one. I don't know if her LB is a guaranteed hit though. And so
It is not, no.
Yeah, so if that's not the case, that's gonna be hard unless he actually built for a lot of accuracy. I don't think Golbez is an accurate unit. I don't think Kilfei is particularly an accurate unit. So yeah, he's gonna need to be really bulky and survive all your hits to be able to even compete against you. I mean, one disadvantage you do have is that you have a lightning unit versus an earth unit. So
Yes.
that's gonna be rough.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know she's pretty decent against lightning too. We'll have to see. That third pick you have looks interesting.
The Lilith.
The Lilith. She can remove a lot of AP, which might actually be useful because she does take a lot of AP away. So maybe in the long run, if this lasts, maybe you might have them have low AP. We'll see. Well, let's get it started.
Preparations are complete.
And when I got into the battle, I did kind of beat myself up for my positioning as we are on the same side. And if 2P doesn't get both her buffs online, it is pretty rough for her. So I was hoping that I was going to be able to get that before they pushed up too far. Kilfei and the Golbez putting on some buffs there. The Manres going to help against 2P's potential follow-up attack.
Yeah, he's going for a lot of bulk, so that looks like it's going to be helping against your team.
Yep.
Well then, I've got you.
Team Blade not catching the Lizette, that is okay. Unfortunately though, as we'll see, the 2P is baited forward, and so she does not get her second buff. There's a spell counter landing, kind of annoying there. The Lilith getting another turn to put her AP restore buff on. And it will be the Kilfei to counterattack. She is going to pop an LB. She does have two of them, but so one of them going to Lilith. And now I was really surprised by that damage, because Lilith does actually have 50 Fennis resistance. And so I was a little surprised. I thought I was going to do a lot less. And the Galzak completely wiping all that damage. The stun not landing, unfortunately. And I was hoping the Golbez would not kill the Lilith here, but unfortunately he had just enough damage to take her out, which is very unfortunate. 2P getting another turn, but she is low on AP already as she only got that one buff. And without the follow-up, she is not able to take out either of those two units, which is very rough. As Kilfei is going to do what she does to lightning units, but barely not taking her out. And Galzak is just such a disgusting healer. Another law of alleviation, full health, it's gross.
Yeah, this is not looking good for you right now because it doesn't look like you're gonna get enough damage in.
No, Lizette is taken out before she can get another hit. 2P is back there with 11 AP, auto-attacking the Galzak. And the slow counter run. Yeah, I got a little unlucky with the counter reactions here. 2P getting reaction attacked twice, and so the slow is definitely going to be a little rough, as Galzak puts on another buff.
The interesting thing here is that Kilfei didn't attack, probably because she couldn't reach your...
Yes, the height range blocked her from there. Golbez obviously cannot hit. She does go in range for the Energy Blaster, though, doing just over half, which was very unfortunate to see as the 2P Guaranteed Glitch take out the Galzak in one hit, but leaving her with 2 AP remaining,
And
facing slowed with 2 AP remaining, and so it is looking a little grim for 2P here to 1v3. She probably was going to lap there, but the slow did counteract that. She does survive barely another hit, but all she can do is auto attack the Golbez, unfortunately. So that will be it for my undefeated reign.
And that's unfortunate, because I think you did have somewhat of a chance if you got that second buff in, but yeah, the moment you didn't get
Yeah. As soon as I got in the match, I was a little upset with myself because I should have just positioned in the middle because it's you kind of have to go around the side, so I think I would have had enough space to get 2 buffs off. And with the damage from that first hit, 2P would have one-shot the Golbez, and I think that probably would have turned the tides to my favor, since 2P would have a lot more AP and not as much pressure on my backline units. So
Yeah, did Lilith, besides taking a couple hits, did Lilith do anything in this match? I don't feel like she even got it.
she got a Keen Blade off,
Okay.
and that's about it. Yeah, so yeah, the Fist and Knight the Knight has really good VC synergy, but they only have 1 agility card, so Lilith was a little slow in this formation, especially on this map, nullifying the haste. The CT up from the Keyblade, not enough to give her an action.
Yeah, I think that Aloha, I don't know if he predicted it, but regardless, the fact that he picked an Earth team, because, you know, Lizette is gonna die fast, but she hits like a truck. So if she was actually able to do the damage that 2P was accumulating, like 2P was doing damage, but the thing is that even if Lizette followed up, I'm pretty sure they would have survived. And so,
Yeah, so in some of my, I didn't get as much testing this week as I would have liked when I know as much as I normally do. In some of my matches, I had the Keen Blade was actually hitting the Lizette as well, but it didn't with this formation, unfortunately. And I think if she got that CT up, she would have been able to get the kill on probably the Golbez, which probably would have also altered some things.
Yeah, it would have been a more interesting match. I might even honestly, it's really tough. I might have even still put the favor in towards the Killfei, because that Killfei was doing so much damage, just taking care of things. But I agree, like it would have been a much closer match if that Lizette was able to come in and follow up and finish on that Golbez, because man, that Golbez was being murdered by your 2P.
Yeah.
But man, Aloha, he picked a very good team to counter. Would have loved to. Did you actually talk to you guys through this after? Was he expecting the 2P team?
We talked a little bit. He did not want to bring evasion, as I did have a lot of high accuracy threats. The 2P also I brought because she has that guaranteed glitch, which can help out.
He picked a safety team to not deal, because he didn't have a way to deal with your anti-evasion. I see.
Yeah, I think if I brought the spear team, it would have had a pretty good chance against this as well. But yeah, that's how it shakes out sometimes.
GG's, Mr. Aloha. Congrats
Yes, GG's.
on dethroning the first play team, and we'll see you in the next matches. Okay, yeah. So I was definitely not expecting these teams. You were mentioning something about this team before I, messed up and we had to re-record this. What were you saying about Maou's team?
Yeah, the interesting thing, we have a 190 cost here, as Miche was just lowered to 40 cost. I believe in Wing 6, but the Raft bringing up the Severo and Miche, that Mace and Black Mage synergy. A lot of magic from there. Very scary of that little Leela on Ginger's side.
Yeah, I don't remember if Severo has silence resistance, but I think regardless, 2 of the 3 at a minimum are going to be silenced. There's not much they can do unless they have some sort of TMR blocking it. Oh man, this is in Ginger's favor heavily, is what I see right now.
I agree. I mean, I don't know about the VC synergy there. 3 completely different job types, completely different elements, so we'll see if the stats are there to back it up.
I'll say this. If Maou can get the hits in before Little Leela against the other units, I think this changes the game. If Ginger's unit gets the first hit, it's over. That's going to be the key.
Severo and Miche both have very good range. I mean, that Leela might get toted for all we know. Like, it's who knows?
Yeah, but that'll change it. Yeah, let's play the match. Let's see what happens.
Right. We are going to start off on Ginger's side. And the video is not cropped super well, but we do have the Summer Killface starting, the Elsorel putting on that AoE buff, putting up that magic for herself, the crit evade, Wrath putting on her barrier, Leela Putting on, the group Magic Resin Spear is going to be pretty impactful here, Leela. That great magic tank.
There it is.
And there is this, but not hitting the Severo. So we'll see if that comes into play here. He's going to put his Self-Haste and Courage online. Raph gets her V-Raise buff and her barrier. The haste is nullified on this map, so that will not land. Double Magic Res applying to that Summer Kilfei. Elserel not in range yet. That physical barrier and protect not going to do anything here. Raph is probably not in. She is in range for the double destruction. Decent damage getting that quad and peril online.
That's actually a
Leela
lot.
not in range though for that. Leela, she's going to put on that magic barrier for herself. Okay, and the silence immunity is placed onto the Severo as well. That will be very important. It is going to be his turn. That long range is probably going to be able to hit all three with that Wateraka. Yes, it is. Decent damage, and wow, killing the Elserel instantly.
This is what we were talking about. This changes the game now.
Yep, the Frostbite landing onto Severo. Not that it will matter too much. Another double destruction probably. Nope. Yep, coming out on just the Leela. Very poor damage, but probably not needed at this point. Oh, wow,
no
almost
silence,
taking the
right?
Severo out.
Yep, this
And
is looking good.
And not proccing. Oh, the sharpshoot from Miche. Probably would have liked to turn that one off. Is gonna. Oh, it is going to remove the courage with that twisted shield break. Let's see if the Leela still has more hate. She does. The double destruction doing about 250 damage. And it is going to be that Kilfei.
The separation makes it
Is that
more
Kilfei?
interesting.
Yeah. Okay, the Miche gets that CT up from the Wizard Rod. It is going to be his turn to go next. And he is going to actually charge a spell this time. It is the Bio actually landing that poison. Jed goes over it. Wow.
Wait, what happened to the poison? Oh, because the
regen.
Okay.
Yeah, regen applies over poison. And it's looking like it is going to be Ginger's game. The double regen proc as the Kilfei. Only 21 AP left, but does have enough for another AoE, taking out the Miche.
Nice. That was enough to kill the Miche. That's big. Miche was the damage carry.
Yep. And I think this.
There it is.
Oh wow!
It's
The
over.
silence blade. Yep.
Wait, did he get? Did Maou get his re-raise off?
He did. But Ginger is going to go for the auto attack here, so he does have 34 more AP for his next turn. Leela, regenning up, is going to be able to proc the re-raise of the Raph, and I don't think she's going to be able to one-shot both of them here.
Instant death.
And she's going to charge after the Kilfei goes, and that will be it.
Man, that was actually very close for Maou. Maou did actually get the silence resistance or nullification, but the moment that they separated is when it was over for Maou, because once Kilfei went to the far right and they just started hammering that little Leela, you saw what that little Leela was doing. Took absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It's a 5-hit barrier, I think, right? Right? A 5-hit.
It's something pretty crazy like that, yeah. And on top of her magic res and spirit buff.
Yeah, magic res, spirit buff, huge barrier. Yeah, you're not doing anything to that little Leela.
I would like to see if she didn't get that regen proc, she might have died to the poison, and it might have been pretty close because she wouldn't have gotten the silence on Raph. So that was really unfortunate. But.
Yeah, that's true, because then it's light versus dark, and then Raph does do really well against light. Maybe she could have chipped off the Kilfei. So
she would have had at least 2 turns without that silence.
Yeah, good pick, Numero. This was a fun match.
Yep.
Good luck in your guys' next matches.
So this is our foe?
Let's see, any cuties? Then pull it together.
I'm glad you waste no time. Are you okay? The battle begins! Thanks! You alright? I guess it's my turn. Here I go! You can keep going! Let's do it!
So, it has come
I'll
to this.
protect you. I guess I should go all out.
悪夢は好きか。
No! Stay down.
Ready to fight? Take this! You alright?
Thank
The
you.
battle begins! Not bad. How about this?
抗ってみろ。炎の連気合いを入れろ。
Allow me to help. 私がみんなを守る。I'd say it's time for some fun.
Alright, I guess I'm in.
There's no way I can die. I am the strongest paladin. I am the strongest paladin. Let me help. 仲間がいる。Time fired up. My turn.
これで本気で行くぞ。
I'll take that one. Over here. It's over. I'm not done.
Hey! 悪くないな。
楽しませてもらうよ。
なんだか強そうだね。みんなは守るよ。
どれどれ、かわいい子。ここからが勝負だぜ。まあ後にするか。
なんだ。
大丈夫。すいません。
精一杯やります。気をつけて。
さあ、どっからでもかかってきなさい。
思い切るがいい。援護します。
やった。ここからが勝負だぜ。
これはどうだ。
見てろよ。気をつけて。しっかり受け取ったぜ。やった。
応援してるよ。
いいね。
All right, we are back with the standings after week 7. A couple of things shifted around. I did get my first loss there, as we can see up on the board. Those extra points not calculated just yet. They should be in next week's video. But that does put Aloha pretty close up with 6 points below me. We do still have 4 people tied for third. Yourself, Chase, Maraxus, Ginger, and Degen, all with 5 points above that purple line. But there are still 2 weeks left, so it is still any of those people's game. Unhindered and Katzujiro still very much in it with 4 points each. PsychicHunter is going to have to pull a miracle, win the next 2 games, and it might still be a toss-up if he can get in, and I think it is over for Maou, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, Maou is out. I got the extra point, which is what's keeping me afloat right now in third place. I play Ginger next week, so pretty much me and her probably decide, like, the winner between our matches decides who goes through, probably. I know we still have our
Ginger and then myself. That's a rough 2 weeks for your.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, I don't want to fight you. I mean, I know you are capable of losing, but I would rather not be decided by you whether or not I'm getting in.
Yes.
So looking at this, we still have a bunch of people still looking for that extra point. So I think that a lot of things can be changed very quickly. But yes, unfortunately, Maou is out, and it's going to be, I think, pretty rough even for the ones like PsychicHunter to get in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not impossible. I'd have to do the calculations, but
if they win their 2 matches and they get that bonus point, it's definitely still possible. They can end with 7 points.
Yeah. So this is going to be a really interesting week 8 and week 9, especially for the people who have not got their extra points, because it is a nice thing to have. So I am liberated from having to even worry about this. I will put my
Yes.
full force against you guys. So really, it's going to be a decision of if you're really close, are you going to be putting it on your week 8? Or are you going to be like us helping people last year? And I remember like week 9 happened and then that extra point had to have been done. And so then they just put that team. And then because we knew that, we would just throw whatever we want to beat that team. We always had an exact counter. So this week 8 and week 9 is going to be really interesting matches. And so it's going to be fun. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
All right, see you.
40 hearts aligned in play for the tourney of the might. The Black Enthusiast League is here, with friends and foes so near. An epic journey to the top, never resting, never stop. Wbel calls our name, together for the grand game. It's the place to be right now, cheers and shouts we scream out loud. Numero 80 leads the way, Kaise's voice will guide the play. Heroes bow for all to see, champions rise from their exploits and grow. In the spotlight they belong. Wbel stands strong. They aren't blind, they are enthusiasts, and not all clairvoyant, but they are all charming in their own way. Heroes bow for all to see, champions rise from their exploits and grow. In the spotlight they belong. Wbel stands strong. They aren't blind, they are enthusiasts, and not all clairvoyant, but they are all charming in their own way. Heroes bow for all to see, champions rise from their exploits and grow.